Okay, Berghain. So we are going to talk about Berghain and how to get in. And I'm going to claim something here, and I know a lot of people will not agree with me, which is completely fine, but I'm going to claim that it's about having an energy and a vibe, first and foremost. And I know that sounds weird, and a lot of people are going to be like, okay, what do you mean? Let me try to explain, so hear me out. Okay, when it comes to Berghain, there's a lot of advice, like these articles with tips and tricks, and follow these 10 steps to get in, and you have to wear black and speak German and so on. And I think a lot of those tips are valid for sure, but I think it's mostly about having a certain vibe and carrying yourself in a certain way. But then, of course, I mean, wearing black helps and so on and so on. But I think, you can wear black and harnesses and the right outfit and still not get in because you look uncomfortable and weird and off. And, so I think it's mostly, in my opinion, about having a certain vibe, energy, and aura. And what that is, I mean, that is to, you want to approach the door looking like you belong there, like very calm, collected, and confident. That's the vibe you want to give off. And you want to look as if like Berghain is your home environment, like this is where you belong, obviously. So that's the energy you want to carry yourself with. And to be able to do that, there's a couple of things you need to keep in mind. And one thing is, pick an outfit that you feel comfortable in. That's key. And by the way, I've been to Berghain a lot of times, and I've gotten in every time except for once. And honestly, every time I have been there, I have been wearing clothes that are very simple, like a t-shirt, like this one, a simple washed out rugged t-shirt, and like jeans and maybe some accessories, but very simple clothes. But that's because I feel the most comfortable and confident when I wear a t-shirt. So that's why I have been choosing to wear that, although I do have a lot of leather outfits and chokers and so on. But to be honest with you, I hate wearing chokers personally, because I feel I'm gonna be choking, so I never wear chokers. I sometimes like to wear bondage outfits, but I feel like myself the most when I wear a t-shirt. So that's why I always pick a t-shirt to wear when I go to Berghain, because I know when I wear a t-shirt I will be able to stand in line and be calm and collected and have that aura and energy around me. But if I were to wear like a choker that I hate wearing, or clothes that I feel really uncomfortable in, then I would not be able to carry myself with that energy and vibe and aura, and that's what you need to have. So I mean, when it comes to picking an outfit, I think these tips like dress in black, I think that's to simplify it a lot. I mean, obviously picking a black outfit is going to help you a lot, but you have to also pick something you feel good and comfortable in. And I think what some people, the mistake a lot of people do is number one, they try too hard. They have read or seen images that to get into Berghain you need to wear these harnesses and masks and whatever, and so they go there wearing that, but they don't feel like themselves. They go there not feeling completely comfortable in their own skin, and then they're gonna give off the wrong vibes and energy, because I've seen people getting rejected, and to a lot of people it might seem as if they are wearing the right outfit, because they're wearing trench coats and boots and leather hot pants and so on, but they still get rejected. And I think I don't know for sure, obviously, why they are rejected. Could be a lot of reasons, like the bouncers had a bad day, the club is full, blah blah blah, they misbehaved in the queue, who knows. But in some cases, I can tell that their energy and vibe is off, because they carry themselves with a manner that looks a little bit uncomfortable. They don't go there with this relaxed, confident, like, of course I'm getting so and that's what you want to have. So don't pick an outfit you feel weird in, like, duh, but obviously don't do that. And don't copy what someone else is wearing, because that's their outfit, it's not your outfit. What they feel good in might not be the same type of outfit that you feel good in. So I think that two people might even be wearing the same outfit, and one might get in and the other not, but because of your personality, your energy, your vibe, and how you carry yourself, so don't copy what someone else is wearing. I think also it helps if you try to have a unique style. So like when it comes to black, if you have a very unique style and that includes other colors, I would say to go for it. I personally only been wearing black when I've been there, but that's because like 95% of the clothes in my wardrobe are black, so I don't have much choice and I prefer black. But if you're a person with a special style and that style includes other colors, I would say to wear that instead. I mean, you don't have to wear black. I think it's more about, you know, when you consider Berghain as a place that's very like industrial and dystopian or whatever you want to call it, like it's very dark and industrial. You want to pick an outfit that fits that environment, and that's usually black. I mean, you wouldn't like consider it like, think of it in this way, like as if you had been spending the night at an abandoned warehouse, like a very dirty old abandoned warehouse, and you just pop by Berghain on the way home. That's the sort of outfit or, you know, fashion style you want to be going for. So you probably wouldn't go there wearing a, you know, pink skirt or yellow pants, you know. So that is why, you know, black is a good choice, but it doesn't have to be black. And I think it's good, like I said, to pick something that is very unique for you. So, I mean, don't just, I mean, you know, I think don't be so mainstream when it comes to techno fashion, because a lot of people that go to these techno clubs, they wear harnesses just because, but then they look uncomfortable in it. So try to mix and match in a way that's a little bit unique. Try to consider this as your chance of expressing your personality, because it really is. Because like what Berghain is about and techno culture in general, I mean, it's about like freedom, being able to express yourself as a person, feeling liberated, respecting each other, and so on. So I mean, take this opportunity to really express yourself as a person and as an individual, you know, and bring out that unique person in you by picking an outfit that is unique for you, you know, within that space. So I mean, the style you want to go for is something like, you know, maybe a crossover between, you know, the movie Matrix, and like gothic fashion and BDSM, bondage, you know, that type of thing. But then there is not one certain style at Berghain, because within that space, within the Matrix, Gothic, BDSM, bondage fashion space, there's a lot of different sub-styles. So it's not just one style. So you can't just say like, yeah, wear a harness and you're gonna get in. I mean, it depends on the rest of your outfit and how you carry yourself and how confident you feel, you know. So yeah. That's my 2 cents when it comes to picking an outfit for Berghain and what to wear and how to dress. So again, I mean, I just want to nuance it a little bit when it comes to clothes, and like, you know, it's not just about wearing black or, you know, wearing a certain color. It's more about like your confidence, like, and the rest of your outfit, like. So yeah, that's my advice when it comes to how to dress. And then okay, so then when it comes to like standing in the queue and all these things you need to think of and behave like this and so on, I think it's honestly very simple. Like just stand in the queue, quiet, calm and collected, and that's it, you know. And I mean, because you can be standing in the queue for hours if you are unlucky. And so it's boring to just stand there, but I mean, that's what you have to do. So I mean, just do that. Shouldn't be hard. And honestly, if you go there, if this is your first time and you go there during peak hours and the queue is long, you're gonna find that a lot of people, you know, are so quiet in the queue, so it's gonna be very obvious to you what to do. So just stand there, be quiet. I mean, that's it. And I have personally never been there in a large group, so I don't know how that is. I have only been there on my own or maybe with one friend. So I don't know how it is if you go in a large group, but I mean, I guess it can't hurt to split up to increase your chances of getting in. But you know, I can also recommend going there alone if that is your thing, because I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. But you know, I have been to a lot of like clubs, like regular clubs and raves and festivals on my own. And it's a little bit scary in the beginning. You can feel a little bit like weird because everyone else is there with someone, it seems like. But then after a while you become so comfortable in it and it becomes such an amazing experience. And so if that's your thing and if you feel comfortable being in Berghain on your own, I can recommend going there on your own, because I mean, personally, This is a personal preference, but personally, when I go to a place to dance, I prefer not to have a lot of conversations with the person with me. I just prefer to stand there and focus on myself and the music. And then I can't really see the difference of being there on my own or with someone. But apart from the fact that it's nice to share the experience afterwards with a friend. But that depends on your, like, how you prefer it and your experience and what you're looking for. But if it's your thing and you're comfortable going there on your own, I can recommend that as well. Or like, even if you go with a friend, if you're comfortable with it, you can discuss with them or maybe agree that, like, okay, if one of you doesn't get in, the other person can get in alone. But that requires a certain type of friendship, and I have done that with some of my friends, and it's actually a really cool thing to do. Like you allow the other person to go in without you if one of you doesn't get in, because then you can queue as two separate individuals. And then, like, when you approach the bouncer and the door, you can act as if you are there alone. And then just see if both of you get in, that's amazing. If one of you gets in, the other person can do something else. Again, this is a very personal preference, and I know it's not everyone's thing, but it's something I can recommend to do if you're feeling good about that. And then when it comes to these things like speak German, learn who's on the lineup. I mean, when it comes to learning German, I have never had to speak German, so I don't know how important that is, to be honest. I guess it can't hurt. So like, if you feel like you have the time and you want to learn some German phrases, I would say, I mean, go for it. But I have personally never been asked anything in German or had to answer in German. And usually they don't ask me, at least, anything at all. I just stand there and then they point me in or out. It's a very silent conversation. We just look each other in the eye and they just point me in or out. I mean, that's it. So I've never had to speak with them much. So I don't know, again, about the German thing, but again, I guess it can't hurt. And then when it comes to learning who's on the lineup, I think, it's a really good idea, no matter if they ask you or not, to learn who's on the lineup, because, I mean, if you're going to go there, it makes sense to see if it's your music style and if you even like the music there, because if not, maybe Berghain is not the right place for you, because then, when it comes to Berghain, like, it's not a place for everyone. It really isn't. It's very special. And even if you like techno, you might not like the type of place that Berghain is, because it's very industrial, it's very dark, and so on and so on. So it's not something for everyone. It really isn't, even if you like techno. So yeah. So I mean, I think it makes sense to check out the DJs and to have a listen and see if it's your style. Because if not, maybe you don't even have to go there that particular night. And I would personally check out, like, or have a listen to the DJs of any event I go to, even if it's, no matter if it's techno or something else or hip hop, whatever. I mean, I always check out the lineup. It would be weird to go someplace and then have no clue, like, who's on the lineup, So that's a really good advice, like, either way, no matter if you go to Berghain or any place else. Like, yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's a good idea to check the DJs, But yeah, so that's for that. And what else? Yeah, timing. So when it comes to timing, when to go there, you probably heard, like, it's a good idea to go there on a Sunday. And I would actually agree on that. I mean, I think you can go on a Saturday, but maybe not like when they open. At least the times I have been there, and when I've been there, like, at midnight, the queue has been so long, like crazy long. So I guess if you go on a Saturday, maybe go a little bit later, like early morning hours, or something. Because last time I went there with a friend, we arrived in the queue like 11 p.m. I think it was, before they opened, and we stood in that line for like 1 hour and 45 minutes. I mean, seriously, 1 hour and 45 minutes. And I mean, it was terrible, and the queue was long, and I knew, I mean, I had been there before, so obviously I knew it was a bad time to go there. But we were not in Berlin mainly to go to Berghain. We were there for other purposes as well, so we had other plans the other days, and the day that we could go was on a Saturday. So we went there a Saturday, and the queue was long, which I knew, but we went there anyway, and we got rejected. And the story about that is, well, first of all, when the queue is long, they're gonna have to be more selective, so obviously your chances of being rejected are higher. So that particular time, a lot of people got rejected, even though they were wearing the right type of clothes, you know, but they were rejected. A lot of people were rejected in the queue. So and we were rejected too. And you know, I mean, if the queue is long, they have to be more selective, so it makes sense. So if you want to have a better chance of getting in, don't get in on a Saturday, like Saturday evening around midnight, you know. But in my case, I think something that might have contributed, I don't know for sure obviously, but you know, I think one thing could be that I picked an outfit that I was not 100% comfortable in, which is my main point here. Like, make sure you pick an outfit that you feel good in, because I was, well, first of all, during that trip, I did not bring with me a lot of different outfits, because again, the main purpose of that trip was not to go to Berghain, you know. We had other plans as well, so I did not have a lot of, you know, techno Berghain outfits, so I took what I had. And that outfit was not completely, first of all, I mean, it was a good outfit, but not suitable for Berghain. And you know, for example, it was a leather jacket, but that leather jacket looked a little bit like shiny. And I have a lot of leather jackets, but I usually feel more comfortable wearing leather jackets that are a little bit more rugged, like, you know, worn and rugged, not as shiny. And that leather jacket was a little bit shiny. I like that leather jacket, but when I go to a club, I prefer to wear clothes that are a little bit more, you know, washed out and worn, like this t-shirt, you know. So I was not 100% comfortable even, you know, before we arrived. And I just had this feeling like, you know, this is, I'm not gonna get in. Not because there's something like wrong with the outfit, but because I don't feel good in it. So that brings me back to my main point. Like, you have to, it's not about a certain outfit, it's more about what outfit you feel good in. And that is very, you know, that's something that's very personal, so no one can know what you feel good in except for you, you know. So maybe someone else could get in wearing that leather jacket that I was wearing that particular time, but I was not comfortable in it, so I did not get in, you know. So yeah, and then when it comes to like if you are rejected and what to do then, like, I would personally never get back in line, but that's because I'm a very impatient person, so I would probably just go somewhere else. And I mean, Berlin is a really cool city, so there's a lot of other techno places you can go visit, or just cool places. So, but I mean, it's up to you. If you want, you could go home or back to your hotel and change clothes and give it another try. I would probably not do that either, again, because I'm very patient and I hate wasting time queuing. But if you want to go somewhere else, there's a lot of other, you know, cool places in Berlin. So, I mean, Tresor, Sisyphos, and so on. So, yeah, that's my advice. But it's up to you. And yeah, so I think that's it for this video. And just to summarize, guys, I think, you know, my main point here is that, you know, it's not so much about wearing black or speaking German, although that helps, but I think it's mostly about, you know, carrying yourself with a certain energy. You want to go there looking collected, calm, confident, like, of course I belong here, you know, that's the vibe you want to have. But then again, I mean, pick an outfit that suits Berghain. Don't pick like a hoodie with a big logo on and so on and so on. I mean, yeah, makes sense. But you know, apart from that, like you want to go there feeling good about yourself. You want to have this calm and, you know, confident vibe. Like, of course I'm getting in, you know. So that's my main point, because, you know, people can feel vibes and energies, and if you have the wrong energy, you will not get in, you know. That's my experience, because that's been the case for me. Anytime I've been rejected somewhere, you know, it's been because I have not been feeling completely like myself, you know. So that's my main tip, you know. Guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video, and if you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe, and feel free to share your own Berghain stories in the comment field. And I will be posting more of this type of content, because I have been to a lot of places. I've been traveling all over the world and so on, so I hope I can give you some tips and share some fun stories with you. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of that, and also if you're into the law of attraction and want to know more about the topic of, you know, vibrations and how you can get more positive energy and manifest your dream life and so on, make sure you subscribe, because I have a lot of videos on that topic as well. So that's it for now, guys. Hope I gave you some tips and insights, and take care. I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.